Hello everyone, this is Tarvesh and welcome to a brand new series I've started called Heroes of the Storm Possibilities, and today's first character is going to be...
I am Izsha,
the logistical analyst and record keeper of the Zerg Swarm. For this series we will be talking about what characters could possibly be like in Heroes of the Storm. We'll be going over abilities, traits, ultimates, tactics, and some possible skills. These are purely made up just for fun, so try not to take things too seriously. And let's dive right in. For this exercise, Izsha will be a specialist hero with global lane pressure similar to Abathur. Her primary strengths are constant, active, and passive lane pressure, causing minions to become a constant threat, converting enemy minions to become part of your game strategy, being an excellent counterpick to strong laning characters, and forcing enemy teams to decide on when attacking minions is safe. As some of you may or may not know, Izsha is grafted to Kerrigan's Leviathan, a massive Zerg spaceship. In Heroes of the Storm, Izsha will need to be able to move around the battlefield in some capacity, so Izsha will receive a special movement called Zerg Network. This will allow her to transport herself to any fort or keep that your team controls, or to the remains of forts and keeps your team has destroyed. Similar to Abathur, this has a slight cast time. Where Abathur digs into the ground, Izsha slinks back into the fort or keep she's currently occupying before sliding out of the one she's going to. Whenever she's attached to a building, she will die if the building is destroyed. She can also be targeted separately from the building, and has hit points equal to supports like Lily or Oriole. Izsha's resource is Essence. She has a starting pool of 200 Essence, which refills 1 point at a time for every successful attack from a friendly minion. This means that anytime minions attack and hits anything, other minions, heroes, structures, mercs, etc., Izsha will regain Essence. Now, on to her abilities. Izsha's Q ability is called Adapt Memory. It costs 20 Essence and has a 6-second cooldown. This ability targets a group of friendly minions in an area. For 10 seconds after Adapt Memory is cast, any damage done to the targeted minions is stored within Izsha. Minions spawned after the 10 seconds are up receive a 0.5% immunity to any type of damage the targeted minions receive. The ability is cumulative. This means that with multiple casts, your minions become more and more resistant to damage. Izsha's W ability is called Collective Consciousness. It costs 10 Essence and has an 8-second cooldown. It allows Izsha to target a group of minions in an area and redirect them to a new lane. The minions gain 200% speed and gain a plus 10 shield till they reach the targeted lane. Minions encountering heroes will ignore them until getting to their targeted lane. This allows Izsha to control where she wants more lane pressure, while also allowing her to save valuable minions from being wasted by getting caught up in the crossfire of teamfights near objectives. Izsha's E ability is called Fury of the Swarm. It costs 40 Essence and has a 10-second cooldown. This ability gives the targeted group of minions a permanent additional 1% health and damage boost for every enemy unit they kill, and a 10% bonus for every hero. Now it's time to tie all of her abilities together with her trait. Izsha's trait is Hyper-Evolutionary Virus. It does 3 things, all of which are passive. First, it gives minions a 10% health and damage boost that spawn in lanes that Izsha is currently occupying. Second, whenever a friendly that enemy is converted into a Zerg infected unit under your team's control, with half its total original health and 10% extra damage. Health and damage gains increase by 1% every level. These first 2 effects make placing Izsha in lanes a tactical choice. Where do you want the boosted minions to spawn into? Which lanes do you need to use the conversion effect in? Izsha's presence is going to be an important part of your overall strategy. Lastly, Hyper-Evolutionary Virus allows Izsha to gain 10% of experience gained for kills and siege destruction done by minions that she would normally get if she were present. Because she cannot body soak like Abathur, this allows her a means to collect experience for her team. And now for the things you've likely been waiting for, Izsha's ultimate. Izsha's first ultimate is called Reinforcements. It costs 50 Essence and has a 1-minute cooldown. This ultimate spawns 6 minion waves, 2 for each lane, with a 10% extra health and damage bonus, plus all current bonuses from Hyper-Evolutionary Virus and Adapt Memory. Izsha's second ultimate is Share Knowledge. It costs 60 Essence and has a 90-second cooldown. You target an allied hero and give that hero health and damage bonuses, as well as damage immunity equal to the amount gained from Adapt Memory and Hyper-Evolutionary Virus at the time of casting for 20 seconds. It takes your teammate and turns them from this to this. This ultimate is all about making tanks tankier, bruisers and DPS more threatening, and even turning your support and specialist into genuine threats if you've been able to correctly use your abilities and absorb damage knowledge with Adapt Memory. A level 20 talent might give multiple charges with a longer cooldown, or cut the bonus by half and let it last twice as long. But there you have it. That's all of Izsha's talents and abilities and ultimates that I could come up with. A few notes that I would like to point out before I let off. Izsha would have a basic attack even though she's attached to certain forts and keep areas. It would be a slow basic attack melee that actually has some range to it, maybe as far as the fort shoot. She would have a unique type of bribe where she could, 1 out of every 4 essence that she gathers is built into bribe stacks, and she can target a friendly hero to go and turn in those bribe stacks. She could also have talents to give minions auras that give minor buffs to teammates that are around them, and maybe a talent that lets you give a teammate a heal that cuts your essence renewal in half for 30 seconds, and you heal them for the half that you didn't get. But those are all my extra thoughts for Izsha. If you enjoyed Heroes of the Storm Possibilities and enjoyed this first take on the series, please let me know in the comments, hit like or dislike, subscribe if you want to, no pressure, don't have to. Let me know which character you'd like to see in the next Heroes of the Storm Possibilities.